A short little clip we'll play of, what is it? Majorie? Yeah, Majorie Taylor Greene, a U.S. Congresswoman, Georgia's 14th district. She's a Christian wife, mom, small business owner, proud American, 100% pro-life, pro-gun, and pro-Trump. And in this clip, she does a very excellent job in not knowing what the hell she's talking about. Clearly has no idea whatsoever what communism is, and seems to have it confused with capitalism, actually, and not sure if she's just this ignorant or if she's just putting this message out there because, you know, a lot of people are seeing how bad capitalism has been failing them, their families, their communities for, you know, decades and generations. That's why, you know, people like Majorie Taylor Greene have to try to make up all these things about how communism and socialism is so bad, because everybody rightfully, or I should say a lot more people, are starting to wake up and realize that capitalism, in fact, is a failed system that relies, exploitation is inherent to it, along with alienation. It alienates yourself from yourself. Kind of not bad. Alienates us from the natural world. Also not a good thing. Alienates us from each other and, you know, the actual work that we create and produce, because, you know, we're in a capitalist system. Your labor is exploited. You're given, you know, a wage for what you create or produce, and then the capitalist class gets that surplus labor value from you. That is inherently exploitive. But here she is saying how it's actually communism. Communism is to blame. That's what's destroying small business in the U.S. And then, I mean, Jesus Christ. Well, again, it's hard to tell if people are just this, like, ignorant and brainwashed with capitalism being this magical system that, you know, raises everybody's standard of living, or is it just like she knows what she's saying is complete and utter bullshit. She's just being out there and, you know, being a useful idiot to prop up a dying and failed system. What do you think? Which one is it? Is it a combination? So here we go. So this is MTG joins Firebrand. Whatever the fuck that is.
These large corporations are...
The military-industrial
complex is a major issue. So I have a term for that. I call it corporate communism.
Corporate communism. Oh my fucking God. Corporate communism. What? Oh fuck. Does she not realize communism comes after socialism? Socialism being the lower form, the lower stage of communism. Communism would be a classless and stateless society. How the fuck could you get corporate communism out of having a classless and stateless society where everybody's material conditions have improved to such a level the need for the state withers away? I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. Again, if you, like, American politics is so fucking backward. An absolute nut job like this, who either has no idea what the fuck she is talking about or is being intentionally deceptive and obtuse, is able to get elected. I mean, it's fucking wild, right? Just how far right the politics is in the United States, as, you know, Noam Chomsky has pointed out on, you know, a number of occasions.
Communism destroys small businesses and
corporate communism destroys small businesses. It's not the oligarch class. It's not Wall Street. It's not the failing of capitalism that allows these huge, massive corporations to go in, buy out force out of business, etc. These smaller businesses. It's actually corporate communism. I mean, Jesus fucking and there's actually some people out there who are gonna be like, yeah, it's the fucking corporate communists. They're the ones who got Walmart in, and we lost all these small businesses. It's them damn fucking corporate commies. It's not the system of capitalism that is inherently exploitive. It's the fucking damn corporate communists.
America, and I have a very good example from my district. They destroy the small businesses, and the corporations gain all the control, and they can't be defeated.
That is, that is literally what fucking capitalism does. It is a economic system where profit motive reigns supreme. That's all that matters. Generating more profit, no matter the human or the cost to the natural world. All they are concerned with is making money, which is exactly what she just fucking described. I mean, again, it makes no fucking sense. No fucking sense whatsoever.
They do the bidding of the government.
Yes, that is why we have a corporate fucking duopoly in the United States. Both the Republicans and Democrats, both completely paid for by the capitalist class, by these big corporations, by the corporate donors, by the military-industrial complex, Wall Street, banks, for-profit health insurance, pharmaceutical companies, etc. That is what fucking capitalism does. And they have useful servants within government like Majorie, Taylor Greene, to go, no, see, this is actually, it's communism. It's corporate communism that's doing this. It's not a problem inherent to this capitalist system, to this capitalist mode of production that we have. It's actually these fucking corporate communists, man. These fucking corporate communists. They're just fucked.
Biden saying, the government's not going to mandate vaccines, but the big corporations are doing it. Corporate communism. They're putting the policy in place through their businesses on their employees and on their customers, like we've seen with the airlines.
What the? I mean, geez. It's hard to tell, honestly, like what she's saying, because she makes no fucking sense.
Corporate communism. They're putting the policy in place through their businesses on their employees and on their customers.
Oh my god, my fucking like my fucking brain hurts, honestly, after listening to that. Just complete and utter dog shit of the highest magnitude, right? But people in the comments get it. They're a good follow on Twitter's bestie marks. Americans, is this fucking communism? Consequences of cap? Exactly. Make America great again. Your fears about socialism have been realized under capitalism. Let's make sure we like these. Give me a follow on Twitter if you're not already. I'll link it down below. Term is capitalism. The government subsidizes this through corporate welfare. It's one that where the government and 1% work together to steal resources from the people, including small businesses. Buddha Bear. Me on my way to blame socialism for stuff that happens. What the fuck is corporate communism? That makes no sense whatsoever. I completely agree. AKA capitalism, right? Communism is when capitalism. The Highest Stage, that's also a really good book. That's not corporate, it's literally yeah. I dropped a brick on my toe today. It was communism. But I mean, again, I think most people, unless they're completely and utterly ideologically, brainwashed, saw this for the bullshit that it was. Exactly that. Just a big fucking pile of bullshit in word form coming out of MTG's mouth. Clearly has no fucking idea what the fuck she's talking about. No idea what communism is. Somehow it's corporate communism when these big corporations, when these big multinational corporations come into, these towns and force out these small businesses. That's actually corporate communism. That's not anything to do with the capitalist system that reign supreme in the U.S. I mean, give me a fucking break. And this person is elected to Congress. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. Lord help us. She's pro-life. I thought Christian. She's pro-life. Lord help us. Jesus, we know you would have been a socialist. Please go preach your evangel towards this fanatical, anti-communist nut job. I don't know how else to describe her, right? Like the video if you like the damn video. Subscribe for more content. Become a patron if you're so inclined. See that down below. All part of the people. Peace. Much love.